All right, guys, welcome, welcome. So Capricorn was the first. So it was the first that was picked to do a reading. I don't read them for, Aries down because it's not fair. So I do like kind of like a drawing, I guess you could say. So Capricorn was picked first. So Capricorn will be my first reading. We're going to also find out right now what the next reading is. And in the next reading, we'll find out what the next reading is. Don't forget to cross-watch, guys, if you have anybody that you're wondering about. Watch their reading. That way you understand where they're at, what their energy is, and what's going on in their world. I like to do that. So I highly recommend it. So the next one is going to be Aries. So after this reading, Capricorn, then Aries will be next, okay? So Capricorn, let's get into it. This is going to be your reading. This is September 6th, and I'm probably going to be doing weekly readings right now, just to get me back in the flow of things. I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done readings in a while. I took a break, had to do some growth and things like that. So I am back, and I'm so happy. And thank you so much for watching and being a part of this with me. Okay. So thank you, spirits, guides, angels, ancestors. True appreciate. I'm truly grateful. What is going on with Capricorn for this week of September 6, 2024? And I do want to let you guys know that my readings are timeless, meaning that whenever you're meant to see this, it will come in your path. They are timeless. However, I will time stamp my readings, just because I've noticed in a couple of other readings that some readers like to recycle their readings, their videos, which means that they're not recording videos, but they're uploading them as if they did. I don't like that. Like, it'll say something like in or around Valentine's Day, and it's September. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't like that. It's deceptive to me, and I'm not knocking any other readers. They're free to do whatever they want. But with me, I like transparency, and that's all you're going to get from me. And with that, while I'm shuffling, I want to let you guys know that I am human. I will mess up. I will screw up. I will say wrong things sometimes on accident. I'm a Gemini, so communication with me, especially in Mercury retrograde, is a problem. So, but I will not at all ever be deceptive in anything, okay? You guys will hear noises. You will hear my cat. You'll hear knocking. You will hear messenger go off. Like, I am not perfect, and my readings will never, be perfect. I'm a human being. So just keep that in mind, guys. I will try my best to be perfect for people, but I am never going to be perfect. So with that being said, a lot of cards coming out here. So these cards came out together. So far this is Temperance, Sagittarius energy, and that is a Major Arcana card. Ooh, there you guys go. Lots of Major Arcanas, guys. What's going on, Capricorn? So Capricorn is all about determination. Oh, yeah. The dates for Capricorn, I like to say that too as well, just because sometimes people that are cross-watching just want to make sure that, or they don't know the actual birth dates, which is perfectly fine. So Capricorn's dates are December 22nd to January 19th, okay? So, Magician in reverse. Wow, this is a lot of Major Arcanas, guys. So people that don't know what I'm talking about, Major Arcanas are there's 22 cards in Major Arcana. These are basically, it goes with the Fool's Journey. The Fool's Journey is like us and Free Spirit. We are about to descend into this 3D world, and we're not tainted. It's wow, you guys. What is going on here? This is Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. What is going on, Capricorn? You guys are going through a big shift change. So, wow. I don't think I've ever done a reading with this many Major Arcanas, you guys. And there's more. Holy cow. What is going on here? Okay, so this is 4 Cups in reverse, and this came out with it. Okay. And then we'll do one more, and we'll get to this. This is a lot. So, anyways, what I was saying is Minor Arcana would be these cards, right? So it would be the 4 elements, which is Wands, Cups, Pentacles, and Swords. And they go through 1 through 10 made of the Tree of Life, and then we have the Court cards. And so then after that we have the Major Arcana cards. So what happens is the Fool's Journey, he starts with the Fool's Journey, and he goes, this is one. This is a magician, okay? So he's the leader of our spiritual, or our 3D, our physical 3D world, right? So then then number 2 would be the High Priestess. She's the leader of our spirit world. Then after that it's the mom, the dad, then the lovers, and then the Hierophant. So what I'm saying is you go through all these stages, right? So these are like archetypes of major arcana. So this is Sagittarius. This is Leo, considered Leo. This is Capricorn. See what I'm saying? It goes through all the steps, so 22 steps of the major life lessons in our life, okay? So that being said, all of these are, you guys are going through major transformation. And these cards keep spitting out at me, which is crazy. So I want to let you guys see these two. I'm not going to put these in your reading just because, but look at, this is the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. This is Gemini energy. Ace of Cups is new love or something new happening, basically. Cups are feelings, emotions, relationship, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And God's hand is in there. He's holding your cup. This cup of love. The dove is pouring so much love that is overflowing. These are our 5 senses, and this is the river of it. Ace of Cups is on the top of the tree of life, which means it's not tainted. It's brand new. And Gemini is the mirroring of the Capricorn, if you can see that. So, see how these cards are almost identical? There's the woman and the man, and there's right here, it's Capricorn, Gemini, right? The devil, the angel. These are the mirror. This is the light, the shadow, okay? So this is not bad. I'm not saying the Capricorns are bad, not at all. It just represents that of this, okay? So anything that's done without love creates bad or evil, or, this is raw passion, things like that. Determination, things like that. So just want to let you know that was on the bottom of the deck, which is the Ace of Cups and the Gemini card. So I'm not going to put that into reading, though, because we have all these here. But we will clarify these two as well, okay? So let's just get into it before I confuse you guys even more. Overthinking, guys, that's one of my wonderful things. So Temperance, that's the first card out. This is basically going to be the gist of this reading. Temperance, like I said, it is Sagittarius if you're dealing with Sagittarius, or this could also just be the energy that you're in. So here's an angel. I'm going to back up a little bit. So everybody's life is different, okay? God gave us free will. We are able to make our own decisions. If we want to go left or right, whatever, sideways, upside down, whatever, we get to choose, okay? So with that being said, not every Capricorn is going through the exact same thing at the exact same time. This is the energy. This is just a guidance, okay? This is insight, clarity of what's going on with you, okay? In no way, shape, or form am I going to tell you what to do. You have free will to do whatever you want. In no way do I invoke, chant, anything. I don't do spells, none of that. If you have a chance to, guys, watch my other videos of, what kind of reading I am or what kind of reader I am, because I will not... I don't tell the story like other tarot readers. I'm not knocking other tarot readers. They're awesome. But sometimes in my readings, it'll say, you're going to do this and this is what's going to happen, and it doesn't happen. I'm like, well, why did it not happen? That's because I have free will. I can't tell you what's going to happen, okay? I don't predict the future. I can't do that because, like I said, today you might go left and tomorrow you might go right. What I'm doing here is this is a guidance or insight of what's going on, clarity of what's going on in your life, of maybe you're not seeing something that's there, or maybe you need to see it in a different view or in a different light, and that's why this is why I do what I do. Okay, I'm not here for views. I'm not here for any other reason, but this is why I love to do tarot, is because it gives you insight and clarity of what's going on in your life and to actually see it and view it in a different way. That way we can make better or make different decisions if we want to, okay? But like I said, I cannot predict the future because I do not know if you're going left or right, and I don't really care. This is your story. You tell it. What I'm going to do is tell you each card and why they came out, and then you make your own story. Now, every Capricorn is going to be doing the same thing. We're all on different paths, different levels. We've been here a couple times. People are here the first time. You see what I'm saying? There's too many variables in this. That's why tarot is never a yes or no, because there's no way that could ever be, okay? So anywho, let's get to this. So this is Sagittarius energy. This is number 14 in the major arcana. Like I said, there's 0 through 22, so this is 14. Right here, you see the angel, and then she's got these 2 cups, right? So it's kind of like putting something into balance, right? Or putting it into flow, if you will, okay? Her foot is in the water, the water, which is also cups. It represents our feelings and our emotions, right? So we are human. We are not robots. That's why we have emotions. That's our spirit, okay? So temperance is about balance, right? Moderation, maybe patience, a purpose, being tempered, temper leveled, and keeping your emotions intact, kind of, or finding a flow within things, a purpose, a higher learning, or taking the middle path, okay? So like I said, you can see right here, she's got these 2 cups, and she's creating an even flow through whatever this could be. This could be man, woman, this could be, you know, it's the two polar opposites, right? But she's created a equal flow in this. There's a balance in there, right? And she's using her mind as well as having an emotion, but she balanced it right. So too much emotion, that's stressful, right? Overthinking, that's really, really stressful. So she found a balance in between those two, which is right here. Funny how it's right in between where our soul is, right? Ta-da, light bulb, you know what I'm saying? So that's what that means, okay? So there's a balance here. You found a balance, or being able to keep your emotions in check, okay? So the next card is the Sun card, and this is also a major arcana card. So this is like, this could represent a child, okay? It could also represent, you know, to me, this card is like a return to innocence, okay? So what that means is like things in life, sometimes life gets to us, right? But this brings us back to before the world got to us, okay? This brings us back to the innocence of things, not being tainted by something, not having judgment or going into something like, well, this happened before, so it's going to happen again, that kind of a thing, okay? So this is 19 on the major arcana. This represents Leo. The sun is the sun is the sun. So there's a planets that each of these go through, and this one is the sun itself, right? So this is positivity. This is return to innocence, like I said, joy, purity, fun, warmth, success, and vitality, right? So he's on a white horse. You can't see that here, but he is on a white horse, which is the purity. He's a child. These sunflowers in the back, so that represents growth. Anything that doesn't grow dies. So that represents that there's growing, there's happiness. The energy of the sun is beaming. So that's fantastic. So there's some kind of balance that you found, okay? And this is why, okay? There's positivity, return to innocence, joy, purity, fun, warmth, and success in something. And this is the King of Cups. King of Cups is basically, cups are water. Like I said, that's our feelings, emotions, relationships. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So the king. The king is, in the major arcana, the absolute success and attainment of this element, okay? That's our element, is relationships or our emotions. If it has nothing to do with in a relationship, it has to do with our emotions, okay? So right here, he's floating. If you can see, he's floating on water, right? Do you see that? He's got his foot in the water too. Do you see that? His left, or no, it's his right foot's in the water. Right foot's in the water. So what that means is that he's an attainment. He's successful in his emotions, right? He's holding his cup. He's the king of it. So nothing ever can take him off of this, even though he's on a concrete pallet, if you will, on the water. He's not sinking, right? Because he's not letting his emotions get the best of him. He floats on top with success and attainment, and he holds his cup very proudly. So this is the last card of the cups, which means that it's some kind of emotion or a feeling that you have mastered, attainment. So this is Neptune and Scorpio, okay? This represents, but it could also represent any Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and it doesn't necessarily mean that that's who you're dealing with. That you could be, and I'm really assuming that this is your energy because of the way that the cards came out, right? So you found a balance, moderation in something, okay? You were able to temper your temperance, temper your emotions, temper your behavior, right? And there's joy, success. You came to the light of things, right? So his saying is drawn to a higher purpose, okay? So like I said, he's in control of his emotions. There's a lot of attainment, success, loyalty. There's compassion. Have an open mind at all times, and it helps with emotional and spiritual growth. So I'm very proud of you because I actually did a reading for Capricorn just recently, and that whole reading was about finding that balance. So here it's telling me that there's some kind of balance that was found, and here you are right here. So what is this telling me? That you have found that balance. This is Capricorn energy. So yes, it is the devil, but that doesn't mean you guys are bad. It's just the archetype of the Capricorn energy, okay? So the devil is Capricorn, and it's the shadow self, or it could be an attachment or an addiction or a restriction, or you learn something the hard way, right? But here what I'm taking from this is that it's telling the story, right? So the actual finding the moderation, the balance, the positivity of being in control of your emotions, and it's you. See what I'm saying? So if this was something else or somebody else, their card would have came out, but this is yours. So this is telling me that that's what you have accomplished. This is also about raw passion, the devil, or having a lot of, a belief in it, right? Or having the determination to being able to keep your emotions in check, okay? It's because, like I said, the last reading was all about finding that balance. So this reading now is telling me that you found some kind of balance. Or if you have not, that you are going that way. You will figure that out. So the Magician in reverse. The Magician is another major arcana. This is number 1 in the major arcana. This represents Gemini and Virgo because this is ruled by Mercury. Okay, so Mercury is the planet of communication, and it's also the planet of intelligence. All right, so upside down, and I do read reversals. If you've watched the other videos, I explain why, because this completely tells a different story than if I didn't. So I know some readers don't, but I do, because Spirit is trying to tell us something. So I always go with what Spirit says. I don't go against anything that Spirit says. So this planet is Mercury. Like I said, it's Gemini and Virgo. This is number 1 in the major arcana. So this is like, in reverse, this is saying like, maybe in reverse, like there's no more trickery, right? So upright, it could be like manipulation, or it could be like, here what I'm taking at is that maybe there might have been some poor planning, or maybe some kind of manipulation that could have taken you out of your balance of your emotions, that's what you conquered, right? So somebody was either trying to manipulate you, or somebody's trying to throw you off your balance, or there might have been poor planning in something, or maybe that there's an individual here who wants to be single, or maybe you might have felt overwhelmed in something, or you are unable to fix a situation, right? So that's what you come to. If not yet, you will come to that balance of being able to balance your emotions and the raw passion in this, because in reverse, it's telling me that there was some kind of manipulation or some kind of poor planning, which means that things might not have ended up the way that you wanted them to end up, or the way that you thought they were going to end up, right? So the Magician too, upright, would be like having all that you need. In reverse, it's telling me that maybe that's what you thought, but in reverse is saying that it's not, that things weren't as what they seemed, okay? So he has as above, so below, or in the infinity. So something didn't work out here. And it could have been somebody was trying to manipulate you, or you were being manipulative, I'm not sure. But because you have gotten this balance of your emotions, it's almost telling me that there was some kind of trickery or some kind of manipulation that you were that somebody was putting you through, okay? Because you balance this out. And the Sun card wouldn't have been here if you were the one being manipulative, or if you were the one being like trying to do the tricking, basically, okay? So that's what that's telling me, that's somebody was trying to do that. Now, the next card is Leo. This could represent, the actual sign, or it could also be, this is one of my favorite things ever. Because you found this balance in your emotions of, something that, was being manipulating, or you were being tricked, or however you want to put it, or something didn't happen the way that it should have happened, or the way you thought it was going to happen, or thinking that you had all that you need, or had everything that you needed, and it didn't happen that way. But for you to be able to find that balance was through this strength, okay? 8s on the Tree of Life are seeking solution, so that's why strength, you need to have that strength to find that solution, right? Here's the 8. Look there's 8 upside down right here, but because you had this strength and the balancing of your emotions, that's why you're here, right? So right here you can see this lion is here, and he is wild, he is ferocious, he will eat us, he will kill us, like if he wants to. he's a wild animal. It's raw passion, right? So right here, the Strength card represents inner strength, right? So this woman here, or this angel right here, right, it has calmed this wild beast with her loving, calming nature, right? So everybody's like, how come this lion isn't eating her, or whatever? Because they could kill you. If it gets out of hand, if the lion gets out of hand, he will eat you. He'll kill you, and he is a wild animal, right? So how in the world is she doing that? She's calming this wild beast with her loving, calming nature. Do you see the water? That's our emotions, our feelings, relationships. So instead of her getting mad or angry right back trying to fight this lion, she knows she's going to lose. She actually uses the opposite and loves and calms this wild beast down with her loving, calming nature. So my favorite analogy of this card is, this was trickery. This was manipulation, right? Somebody was doing to you. Instead of you turning around and doing the same thing to them, which would have totally overthrown your balance, or, you know, like the sun, or the attainment, the success, or finding that flow. If you would have acted as just like this person, or just like this lion, if she would have fought this lion, she probably would have lost. We all would have lost. And this is my favorite analogy. If there's a fire, right? A fire's wild, just like this. A fire could kill you if it's out of hand, just like the lion, right? So have you ever seen firemen go to a fire, fighting fire with fire? Never. What do they fight it with? Water, water, water. Our emotions, our feelings, our relationships. Remember, that's what that represents. So what they do is they go and fight that fire, which is wild, with water. If they go fight it with fire, if they would have counteracted if they would have went at the same situation that was happening to them, the fire would have got out of hand and everybody would have died, right? But no, the firemen don't do that. They go and they fight that fire with water, her emotions, right? So that's how she was able to find that solution in this trickery or this manipulation and find this balance, right? The tempered and the balance. So I'm very proud of you. You guys are very determined. Capricorns are very determined. They are hard workers. They're determined to succeed, that success, the attainment. So I applaud you 100%. A lot of people can't do that. When somebody calls you names, you automatically want to call a name back. But you know what? We have to grow up sometimes. And this is proof that you guys are very, you guys know what you're doing. And that's really good to see. Because the other reading, like I said, it was trying to find that balance, but you clearly found that on your own. So here's the Four of Cups. Cups represents feelings, emotions, relationships. This is in reverse, okay? So what that means is, and this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So the Four of Cups is the moon and Cancer, okay? So this is Cancer energy. I want to let you know in the last reading, there's a lot of Cancer energy in there. So this is the Lord of blended pleasure. So in reverse, this is telling me that maybe you didn't open your heart up, or they didn't. Like, energy is fluid, so sometimes this could either be about you or your person. So when I say things like this, it's not necessarily saying that it's you. It could be your person, and not everything's going to fit every single Capricorn. Like I said, there's way too many Capricorns. Everybody's on different paths, different levels. Okay, so if something is not resonating, don't make it make sense, okay? But you tell your story. All right. So this card represents not opening up, or not expressing your true feelings, or you're withdrawn from important things. And that's what I am taking from that. So it could be the other person, or it could have also been you guys that has actually, so somebody was not opening up in this relationship, okay? Or not expressing their true feelings with something, or somebody might have withdrawn, or, forgot about important things, right? So now here's the Seven of Wands. Wands represents fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and sevens on the tree of life are illusionary success. Okay, so right here, if you could see this guy, he's on a slippery slope. Okay, he's wearing two different shoes. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. He's wearing two different shoes right there, and he's trying to fight all these wands, and he's fighting them by himself, right? So that's the illusion. The illusion is you can't fight this by yourself. You can't. You're already on a slippery slope. And you're already imbalanced because you have two different shoes on, right? So a lot of times we feel with our pride and our ego that we can take this on ourselves. We can fight this. We can do this. No, you don't have to. Spirit's trying to tell you don't have to do that. Look at his face. He's stressed. He can't do this. He's already on a slippery slope with two different shoes. He's already imbalanced, right? How is he going to fight all these other wands off? And that's the thing. The Spirit is trying to tell you, you don't have to fight these wands. Give it to God. God will know what to do with it. You can't ever do anything bad and expect good from it. Okay, so as long as you're doing good in your utmost authenticity and your genuine self, if you're not out to hurt anybody, have no ill will towards anybody else, and somebody is doing this to you, let them. You take the high road. You do everything with your calming, loving nature, and I'm telling you right now, you will win. Spirit's trying to tell you, give it to God. He will handle it. He will take care of it. You don't have to fight this. You don't have to fight all these wands, okay? Because you can't. That's the illusion of it. We all think that we can do it on our own. We cannot do it on our own. We have to have faith, and that's what this is. We have to have that faith that Spirit will handle it. God will handle it for us as long as we're doing everything in our with love and light towards anything and no ill will towards anybody, you know, it will work itself out. And it will always be this. To me, the sun is God. God is the sun. That's all the energy, all the love, all the brightness, all the light. That's God, right? So the I'll go backwards. I don't want to go ahead of myself, but you know, here we go. And I think I might keep going because we can't leave off with this. But you were walking towards, okay, so I will actually put those other two cards in because that makes sense now. So anyways, we'll get to that. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So the Hierophant. The Hierophant is another major arcana. The major lessons, guys. You guys are going through a major lesson, but you guys are doing great. You're doing it. You have the balance. If you don't already, you will, okay? And you will doing this, okay? So if I'm speaking as a sense of this has already happened and it hasn't, I'm telling you that as long as you have that balance, you find that equal flow, you go back to before anything tainted you and anything hurt you in life, and you have that innocence and you know, the power and the vitality, the happiness, you know, of the sun, and you keep your emotions in check. You hold your cup, you float on that, you know, you don't let your emotions sink you. And here you guys are, of course, you keep that passion of what you guys really, determination, you keep that determination. There's no trickery, there's no manipulation. The strength of, you know, fighting, don't fight fire with fire, right? You don't ever go down to their level. You always take that high road, right? Even when somebody, if you're not, you have to express you know, you have to open up. You have to express your true feelings. You can't withdraw from important things. You can't fight this on your own. Okay, you have to give it to spirit to have faith and belief. Okay, that it will. Or you were fighting with a Taurus. That could also mean that, right? But anyways, let me go back. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So this is Taurus. This is number 5. This is the Hierophant. Okay, so this is like a spiritual teacher or wisdom. Okay. Capricorns have a lot of wisdom, a lot of determination, right? Religious beliefs or tradition, institutions, commitment, or binding by God. Like I said, to me, this is like a commitment. This is like a belief. This is like the spirit or the belief of our religion, right? So this is where, see these two people right here? He holds the keys. This is like a Pope, a father. You know, this is our belief system right here, okay? And so basically that's what it's telling me, right? Right here, somebody was not opening up or expressing their true feelings, or they withdrew from important things, fighting everything on their own, and either fighting with a Taurus or, you know, thinking you just have to give it to God. Okay, you have to have that faith that, you know, God will handle this for you, because He will. Spirit will handle it as long as you're doing everything with love and light. Okay. Or it could just be with a Taurus. Or you need to find that faith, being able to, you know, get through all of this. And this is 8 of Cups. So Cups represents feelings, emotions, relationships. And there's Cups right here. So 8s on the Tree of Life are seeking solutions. Now you see this guy right here, he's walking away. Okay, so everybody's like, why is he walking away? His cups have not fallen over, right? They're still standing. Why is he walking away from these cups that are still there? And basically what they're saying here is that you're walking away for your highest self, for yourself, okay? So even though these cups might still be here, you have to walk away for your higher self. There's a reason why he's walking away. He's not just walking away because he doesn't want to deal with it anymore. He's walking away because there's something that he's determined to find, to seek, okay? And to me, basically what it's telling me, that sometimes we have to walk away. Even if we don't want to walk away, we have to walk away, because you have to find the truth in things. You have to be able to look at something without the clouded, you know, without the rose-colored glasses, without the clouded perceptions or anything else, without all of our emotions overwhelming us. Sometimes we make the bad decisions when our emotions are out of whack, right? Or we're going through something, or somebody's trying to trick us or manipulate us, right? You have to walk away from things sometimes in order to get a better perspective of the truth or what's going on, okay? Because everybody thinks they're right, right? Everybody thinks they're right in a war, right? You're right. It's always their truth, your truth, and the truth, right? So this is Saturn in Pisces. This is the Lord of abandoned success. So like I said, he's walking away, or he's seeking solutions. There might be disappointment or abandonment, or you had to withdraw, or maybe even escape. But to me, you might be walking towards, ta-da, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is new love. You know, there's something new here. Whether it's with this person, it could be that. It could be that because you kept your emotions in check, you know, you're able to find a solution. Seeking solutions, right? So you're walking towards either a new love or a new cycle with that person. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily mean a brand new love, but it also, this could represent a new relationship, or it could also represent a new kind of love, because you were able to keep your emotions in check and you found a solution, right? So that could, take that as however it resonates, guys. It could be a new relationship, or it could be the same relationship, just with a new sense, new profound kind of a love, okay? And like I said, this is the Ace of Cups, so on the ace on the top, if you can imagine the tree of life, the top is the aces, and that's closest to God, which means it's not tainted. Remember I said that? It's not tainted. Nothing tainted this. It's brand new. And there's so much love that this dove is pouring into this cup that it's overflowing. And God's hand is in this. He's holding your cup. So it's protected. There's a lot of power, a lot of vitality, a lot of love. And these are our five senses, and it's flowing into this stream right here, okay? So this is awesome. Great. Either way it goes. Whether it's new love or, you know, the newfound love of the relationship because you went and found a solution. However it resonates, guys. You, like I said, you tell your story. Nobody else can. And there's one other thing. Remember the Gemini card came out with that? Now we can take this both ways. So you can take this as you're walking towards new love with a Gemini, or you could say you're walking towards a new love with your partner. And the Gemini card is basically the mirror of your card, like I showed you before. So I'm going to show this to you guys too really quickly here. So the Gemini and the Capricorn, they mirror each other. Like I said, they're identical. Those two cards are exactly alike. The only difference is what's above them, right? So the devil would represent our ego, our pride, right? Or our control issues, or if something is done, you know, not in the best interest of ourselves or others, right? That would be the shadow self, right? So if we decided to do everything, the choices that we make with love, then it would be the angel instead of the devil being there. Do you see what I'm saying? So if we make a decision, or we try to seek a solution with our pride, it would be the devil, right? If we try to seek a solution with our ego, it would be the devil. If we try to seek a solution with the control of I'm right, you're wrong, or trickery or manipulation, it would be the devil, right? Because that's our shadow self, right? We all have one. Even everybody has a shadow self to them. And that's the balance of the duality of a Gemini, right? The good, the bad, the light, the day, the night, the dark. That's my forte, guys. That's why do you think everything's black and white in the background? Those are my favorite colors, the black and white. But in reality, in life, it's gray, right? We got to find that gray. That's the balance. Nothing is black or white, but that's the yin and the yang, right? But the gray is the balance. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope you guys are following me. So here, that card was after this. So this is perfect, okay? So this is the mirror of this card. Now, either, like I said, you're walking towards a new love with a Gemini, or you're walking, you were seeking a solution, insight, whatever, and then it created a new love. And like I said, if we choose anything that's done without love, creates bad or evil. And I'm not saying you guys are bad or evil. This is just passion. This is our ego and our pride, okay? But this is done with love. So here, the man and the woman are complete polar opposites, right? This is night and day. This is black and white. This is the yin and the yang. When we choose and have faith in God, which is our spirit and our soul, and absolute love and light, right? If we do everything with love and light, then this is what we get, right? The angel is above us. And this is the third entity. So this represents the three, the Binah, the mother, right? Three is the divinity, which is God, right? So this is the third. So without this angel, without this belief, without this spirit, without, you know, the love of it all, then this is what creates the balance, if you will, or the conjoining of these two complete polar opposites. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what this is, right? Making them go and flow. That's what helps this man and this woman go and flow. She's from Venus, he's from Mars, right? This is night and this is day. This is black, this is white. This is left, this is right. See what I'm saying? And what's able to make these two conjoin and live together is the faith in God, or the third divinity. Now, what the third divinity is our choice. If we do it with love and light, it will be the angel. If we do it with ego and pride, jealousy, rage. It will be the devil. See what I'm saying? So that is your reading, you guys. That was really deep, and I knew it was going to be deep because there's so many major arcanas here. Let's do a couple messages from Spirit really quick, okay? And thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please, please, please. It helps me. It helps the page. I want to keep doing this because I'm doing this for insight, clarity, guys. Keep your balance. Keep your emotions in check, okay? You guys are... Capricorns are hard workers. They're so determined. You guys are determined to, succeed, be successful. And you guys are because of that fact. But do everything with love and light. Find that balance. Keep that faith. Don't fight everything off on your own. Sometimes Capricorns forget that they have help because they're so used to doing everything on their own because they're so determined. But there is help there. And, of course, don't do everything, don't match people's energy. If they're being wrong, let them be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever stoop down. And I know it sounds cliche and duh. We've been heard that since kindergarten. Like, you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Well, if somebody says it to you, it doesn't mean that we have to go back and say it to them. That's not what that means. Because then you are just as bad as, if not worse than they are. You see what I'm saying? You can't complain how they are if you can't complain how they are if you're doing the same thing. That's contradiction at its finest. That would be this guy, right? All right, so this is messages from Spirit. Temperance. Keep that, ta-da! Keep that balance, guys, okay? Find that balance, that emotional temper. Keep your temper in check. Keep it in flow. See that crown right there? That's what it'll all keep your balance. To see her foot's in the water. That's our emotions, right? Keep that balance, and that's the crown right there. That's the attainment. That's success, right? The Nine of Wands. This is, Nine of Wands is you've been through a lot, right? This is where he's ready to give up, but he doesn't give up. So Spirit is saying don't give up, because right when you feel like you want to give up is right when you're going to turn that corner, and there's the success, okay? Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is, Four of Pentacles would be Earth signs, which you are an Earth sign. So this is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So, Four of Pentacles is he's hanging on to something. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show this to you really quick because this is very important. He's hanging on to something that he won't let go of, right? And it's causing him misery. There it is. This is the Four of Pentacles. So he is planted on these pentacles, right? Pentacle right there in his mind. He's stuck in his head. Planted, his feet are planted on these pentacles. And then look at this. He's holding that pentacle. He's not holding it like this. He's wrapped around it like that. So he's wrapped around like a ship's wheel. He's hanging onto it tight. Like, this is mine. This is mine. Mine. But this is where it's telling you that sometimes hanging on does more damage than just letting go. Because look at, it's causing him misery. Look at his face. He's hanging on to this so tight that it's causing him misery. So they're telling you that you need to let go of things. If anything that's truly yours, you don't need to hang on to it like this. It will be yours. Okay, so they're telling you release that, let that go. It's causing misery. Like I said, sometimes hanging on does more damage than just letting go. Okay, so let that go. Three of Pentacles in reverse means that there's people that are not working together. There's somebody here that disconnected from this. I don't think it's you because it doesn't seem like that to me, but something like this is not about not working together. Here's the Devil. Yeah, so that is like I said, so these two people are chained to this podium, but here's the thing, that's the illusion of it, right? We're not chained to anything. We have free will, like I told you. These chains are loose and they can easily be taken off. You have to be the one to take them off, okay? She can't do it for you and you can't do it for her. You have to take off the chains, okay? The Four of Swords in reverse. So this would be like Four of Swords. So swords represents our behavior or our thought process, okay? So four is also like a merit of deservingness. So in our human nature, in our human desire, we think that we deserve what probably we don't. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I deserve that. We think in our minds that, we don't deserve this. We don't, we deserve better than this. Well, says who? You know what I'm saying? So in everybody's mind, they feel like they deserve the best. And I'm not saying that we don't deserve the best. What I'm saying is that sometimes we get besides ourselves of what we really just truly deserve, right? So the Four of Swords would be, this person here is laying down, right? And this is resting in and through strife. So what they're telling me right now is that you're depleting yourself. You are depleting your energy completely. This is completely draining you, basically. So instead of resting in and through strife or instead of after all this is over that you rest, after like you're so exhausted, you're depleted, you're like, oh, I gotta rest. and because you are a Capricorn and you are workaholics and work, they're telling you to learn how to rest in and through strife, not deplete yourself, be like complete energy drain, and then rest. They want you to learn how to evenly distribute your energy so you can get through things with a calm mind. Because when we're stressed out and we're, in that sense of like stress, it clouds our judgment. We can't see things clearly. It's impossible. There's no way. When there's anxiety and stress and everything else, we're not able to make our best decisions because we are so stressed out. Our minds are clouded. So when you're able to learn how to rest in and through strife and rest through it, you're able to make better decisions. So that's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Don't deplete yourself till you're exhausted. Okay, learn how to actually keep your energy at like this instead of going all the way up and then going all the way down and crashing. Okay, and then here's the Two of Pentacles. So this is crazy. This is Earth, 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 Earth. So yeah, definitely. Okay, so this is the Two of Pentacles. This is where they find that flow. That's right, flow right here. This right here. See all the eights. Eights are seeking solutions, right? You can see that right in the middle. So this is where he learned, even though he's got two different shoes on, there it is. And even though these waves are really wavy and these boats are like this, and even though it's out of balance, he found a way to take these two. This could be anything. This could be decisions. It could be anything. It could be two kids, maybe. It could be anything. But he's learned how to balance this in infinity. He found a flow. He found an equal flow. This also could mean that you need to make a decision between two different things. Right? Take it out how it resonates, guys. But to find that flow, okay? You will. Keep your emotions in check. If this story didn't happen yet. If it did, I'm very proud of you. Keep doing that. Like I said, nobody can ever, when people get more mad and they try their hardest to knock you down, it's because you're doing the right thing and that they can't stand that. But God will, it'll always reveal itself in the end, no matter what. The good will, it's harder to be good than it is to be bad. Because the reward for being good and taking the high road is much greater than the reward of not. Okay? So let's find that equal flow, find that balance, or make that decision if you need to. Remember, not making a decision is also making a decision. And you might miss out on something that is meant for you if you don't act. Okay? Always keep in flow, stay in flow of things, keep your emotions in check. Keep that determination, you guys, because you guys are the hardest workers in this whole zodiac. Don't forget, guys, to hit like, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Love and light.